The report, written in 2004 by the CIA's Inspector General and released today, says interrogators warned 9/11 mastermind Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, if anything else happens in the United States, we're going to kill your children. A CIA contractor beat another prisoner with a heavy flashlight. The report notes the detainee died in custody. And Abd al-Nushiri, suspected bomber of the USS Cole, was threatened with a handgun and power drill. The debriefer, the report says, revved the drill while the detainee stood naked and hooded. The report reveals CIA field agents also used mock executions and chokeholds, but whole sections remain secret. Details of the waterboarding of top al-Qaeda officials are blacked out. Released in response to an ACLU lawsuit, the report shows some interrogators clearly went beyond the harsh interrogation techniques authorized by the Bush administration's so-called torture memo.
They really do show an agency that in some respects is completely out of control, and out of control by design.
Although the Bush administration declined to bring criminal charges, Attorney General Eric Holder now has ordered a second look, appointing career prosecutor John Durham to determine if CIA interrogators and contractors broke the law. President Obama, vacationing on Martha's Vineyard, has repeatedly said he has no interest in prosecuting Bush administration officials who crafted the harsh interrogation policies or those who followed them.
As a general view, I think that we should be looking forward and not backwards.
The president's press secretary today reiterated that point in a statement, but added determinations about whether someone broke the law are made independently by the Attorney General. The once secret documents do support the claims of former Vice President Dick Cheney that harsh interrogations at times did work. Interviews with prisoners helped the U.S. capture other terror suspects and thwart potential attacks, including al-Qaeda plots to attack the U.S. consulate in Karachi and fly an airplane into California's tallest building. But the release of the long classified report and the appointment of a prosecutor have outraged CIA employees. Today, CIA Director Leon Panetta tried to boost sagging morale, promising the agency he'll stand up for those officers who did what their country asked and who followed the legal guidance they were given. And there's one more change that could be viewed as a slap at the CIA. Going forward now, the FBI will be in charge of interrogations and overseen by the President's National Security Council. Katie?
Bob Orr reporting from Washington tonight. Thank you. James Bamford is an author and intelligence expert who's written extensively about the CIA. Earlier today, I asked him if these latest techniques are in direct violation of the Geneva Conventions.
Well, threatening death is a form of torture. It's considered torture by the United States, and the United States has agreed to uphold the anti-torture provisions of the international treaties, so it certainly is a violation, yes.
Do other civilized nations engage in these methods?
Well, I've been following the CIA for a long time, and I've never come across any other major westernized intelligence agencies engaged in torture. I haven't come across any, not that they may not be or may be doing it, but I haven't seen any examples of it.
What about those who say making threats against a detainee's family is acceptable if it's effective and prevents another massive terrorist attack?
Well, again, the problem here is that eventually these things come out, and the United States looks very bad for doing these kind of things, and you get to the point where, are we creating more terrorism by allowing the world to see us acting in this way? In other words, having more people be angry at us, angry enough to commit terrorism against the United States, so it may be very self-defeating in the end.
And finally, Mr. Bamford, why would the FBI be able to handle these interrogations any better than the CIA?
Well, the FBI actually had a very good reputation over the past few years in terms of these cases. While the CIA was engaged in these activities, the FBI was basically protesting against them. So they've shown in the past that they're more adept to handling these things than the CIA.
James Bamford. Mr. Bamford, thanks very much.
My pleasure, Katie.